Hello and welcome. You're watching Market Meter on Money9, India's first multilingual platform for finance from TV9 News Network. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this show, we get you an update of how the markets have been trading in the first half of trading session, and also to help you understand how should investors really approach the markets currently amid one side there is news about rising COVID-19 cases, the fresh restrictions, the lockdowns, how the markets are taking to that news, and on the other hand, the earnings season has already begun with the IT majors coming out with their earnings. So, how should really investors approach these markets? These are some of the questions that we will try to understand. And joining us is a very special guest right now, Mr. Kati Patni, Securities joins in. Mr. Patini, good afternoon, and thank you very much for joining in. First up, your take on the markets currently, the volatility that we are seeing amid this whole influx of news that we are getting, both on the positive and negative side.
Good afternoon, Sakshi. Good to be on your show always. Sakshi, yes, the markets are in a consolidation phase right now. Of course, little bit of ambiguity and the volatility what we are witnessing. The current lockdown is completely unexpected in the market currently. So we need to wait and watch what is the ferocity of these lockdowns and what will be the impact on the earnings of the companies and overall GDP of the nation. We need to wait and watch. To just give a brief perspective, Maharashtra is the essentials are open and Maharashtra is a state contributes 15% of GDP to the overall nation. So how things will emerge? Till now, we don't have any news with respect to supply disruptions and also production disruptions. So
Yeah.
how things will pan out in the next 15 days is extremely crucial. If thank God, if the lockdown get over by end of this month, there should not be any major problem. So because the pent up demand back with respect to the COVID-19 cases are concerned, this is going to play a very vital role. But one thing people should the investors should keep in mind, right now we are in the second wave, and earlier, if we have to compare the same kind of data with respect to last March 2020 is concerned, that time it's a global synchronized fall and also the global synchronized rally. Right now, what we are witnessing is currently at present the lockdowns are, especially in India, the numbers are going up. So last time, the global central banks with a synchronized view, they increased. They are very proactive and uh, there was stimulus packages and central banks across the globe, they implemented zero interest rate policies. At present, as you aware, India, how the government is going to come up with the stimulus package to control this damage, and also if the RBI going to have any stance with respect to the interest rate policies, the monetary policy. We aware in the market we are very conservative nation with respect to the stimulus and monetary policies are concerned. So how Indian the policy makers are positioned is going to play extremely important role in this lockdown condition at this juncture.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. And I also wanted to understand from you, so that you can guide the investors and viewers watching you right now. The earnings season is on. Of course, there was a huge expectation that this time around the earnings will be quite robust for a whole lot of sectors. The IT sector, especially the big names like TCS and Infosys, they have come out with their earnings. On the one hand, TCS really, posted in line with numbers, top line, bottom line, both in line with the street estimates. Infosys, of course, there was muted expectation, muted numbers that we have seen. But in both cases, whether positive or negative, the stocks have actually, declined after the earnings. So investors are a little, nervous about as to how to approach this earnings season. What, according to you, are the sectors where one should keep an eye out on? What should be the strategy with respect to earnings?
Sakshi, to be very precise, okay, market was in a very exuberant mode, and uh, currently the earnings are in line with expectation. People were there will be some kind of fireworks with respect to the
Yeah.
after the post results. The momentum is missing in the market, but markets are already priced in the uh, the earnings expectations from this company, and there were thank God there were no disappointments with respect to the earnings are concerned, and also both the management, the top, the bellwether companies they sounded well with respect to the future guidance is concerned, and also there were no discounting with respect to the uh, uh, their top clients are concerned. So investors expect a positive momentum with respect to the earnings season is concerned. Uh, so we are just in the beginning of the earnings season. There is a whole lot of companies that are going to uh, declare results. So
Right.
we expect a positive momentum from the company's earnings. But one need to keep in mind the current uncertainty of the lockdowns is having a
Sure.
big impact on the market at present. And one thing what we need to clear is uh, there is no buying interest. The momentum with respect to the buying interest is not coming. At the same point of time, there is no
Right.
the selling pressure also very low at this moment.
Right, right. Understood that. I think there is some kind of distortion that we are facing in your internet, but we'll quickly go on to your fresh recommendations of the day today so that we can quickly wrap up the show with you. We don't want to lose your internet before we talk about that. So let's quickly go on to your stock recommendations since most of our viewers really wait for your picks because they have given, profitable returns to them and their portfolios in the past also whenever you've given these picks. So what are your stock picks for the day? How should investors really approach ahead? Which are the stocks that will give them good upside?
Such at this moment in this market juncture, investors need to have certain amount allocation of their portfolio towards the large cap also. So
Yeah.
I believe at this point of time, Reliance Industries is at a inflection point. So investors can accumulate Reliance Industries in their portfolio at this point of time at every dip less than 2000 levels in their portfolio. And Reliance Industries in next couple of quarters, definitely it's going to surprise with respect to the earnings and also the stock momentum is concerned. So investors need to have a strong large cap stock in their portfolio. They need to it gives the stability to the portfolio. So Reliance Industries
Okay.
investors can buy at every dip at this point of time.
Okay. Reliance Industries at every dip you can look to add 20-25% upside is what you can really expect over the next 12 months as well. Which is the second pick that you would want to share with our viewers today?
The second pick, as I reiterate to the investors, Mothers and Sumi, we need to see the earning momentum that's going to come in this stock. But the stock is in a best position to deliver uh, very good returns, nearly 25% returns in next 12 months phase. As we expect, there will be a global uh, recovery with respect to automobile industry is concerned. So Mothers and Sumi is in a best position to deliver the best returns for the investors. So investors can buy Mothers and Sumi at every dip and accumulate this stock in their portfolio.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Badini, for sharing your market outlook, the investor strategy, and your stock recommendations as well. Two picks from your portfolio has been shared to all the viewers right now. Reliance Industries in the large caps and from the auto ancillary space, it's Motherson Sumi. There are fundamentals backing it, and strong upside can actually be seen on both these stocks going forward from here. Thank you very much, Mr. Badini. It's been a pleasure as always to speak to you on Money 9. Let's move on to see how the markets are reacting at this point in time. If you see, there has been a highly choppy session that we've witnessed so far in the first half of trading session. We opened in the green, could not sustain within the 20 minutes of opening. We actually sipped into the red as far as the benchmark indices are concerned, and now the fall has also got extended for the benchmarks. Sensex is down about 300 points right now, 0.6% of a loss there, 48,233. That's the level at which the Sensex is trading at. When you talk about the Nifty 50, that's also down almost 70 points, half a percent down for this one as well. 14,434. That's the level at which the Nifty 50 is trading at. When you talk about the Nifty Bank, there's a slight bit of reversal and holding up and managing to push itself and outperform the benchmark indices at this point in time. It's trying to buck the trend, 0.25% of gains right now for the Nifty Bank index. But when you talk about the broader market indices, they're actually also feeling the same kind of pinch as are the benchmark indices. Both the mid cap and small cap indices down over half a percent at trade right now. Talking about the sectoral moves, now there's something that you should watch now. In the initial first half of trading session, right after the opening, we had seen just about 3 or 4 sectors down in the red, but now most of the sectors have slipped into the red. The only indices that are holding up the momentum and are in the green right now the metals as well as the pharma indices, up about 0.5% to 1.5% uptick right now. But what's really causing the pressure at this moment for the markets is clearly the auto space, also the PSU banking space that slipped into the red 1.5%. Remember, this index was up in the early morning trade, but that slipped down as well. The IT space is down 0.6%. FMCG also not supporting the markets. Realty index is also down over 0.5% in trade right now. So most of the indices are actually exerting the kind of pressure or feeling the pinch of the markets currently. Moving on to the sector gainers and losers at this point in time, the Nifty 50 gainers include stocks like Wipro, which is now up over 3%. It is the top Nifty gainer at this point in time, right ahead of its earnings. Cipla, Divis Laboratories from the pharma space, healthcare space, still buzzing with the kind of second wave coming in, and also the kind of pathology, numbers also increasing with the number of people going to get themselves tested, and that's something that's perhaps working for companies like Cipla, Divis Laboratories. On the other hand, ONGC and TCS is kind of now seeing a reversal of the downtrend that it had witnessed right after the earnings. It's up almost 2% right now in trade, pulling up or stemming the losses for the IT index currently. Now moving on to the losers index, when you see Grasim, Eicher Motors, Infosys, Maruti Suzuki, and Indus Bank, those are the 5 losers of top losers of the Nifty 50, packed down almost 3% to 4.5% in trade right now. There's a variety of auto space stocks, the IT space stocks, banking names, consumer discretionary names, all coming down in trade as well. So it's a broad-based sell-off that we are seeing currently, largely with the downticks happening. With that, we wrap up this edition of Market Meter. We'll just get back to you with a lot of market news as well as personal finance. So for all those updates, you can stay logged on to money9.com.